Hey y'all, it's your girl Just Bree coming at you with another video. Feel free to hit the like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to my channel. I am your host, your girl, the one, the only, Just Bree. So, shout out to LSA. I am in the comment section, and so I really didn't want to repost any of the mess that's going on, any of the videos. Um, So, because everybody's been, mostly everybody who's a reactor has had their say. And I want to have my say, but I don't. But I like to come from this angle and read some of the comments because, I get a lot of what's going on, most of what's going on from the reactors. So I don't necessarily, if I do happen to watch any of the mommy's videos, I'm usually just fast forwarding. I haven't watched Jasmine, a whole entire Jasmine video in like over 6 months. I skipped through um Liv's videos and Chrissy, I mean when she puts out a video, like, the most recent shenanigans I've been kind of keeping up, except for, well, let's see. I kept up with the whole shenanigans with Strangler Bay and everything like that in the video when she was in the Tesla. And so now with this new um with this new episode about the bum, um I just been kind of hanging out watching reactors. So I just want to, and I'm using LSA for content too. So again, shout out to them. Make sure y'all go over there and check them out. Um, so basically, to sum it all up, Christy decided that she wanted to, I don't know, start some kind of internet beef with her and her baby father, the Marcus baby mother, one of his baby mothers. So, um, I try to keep it light with these videos for the most part, because I can't take these episodes seriously. So anyway, so she's trying to start a beef with the girl Stephanie and everything like that, talking about she getting her husband back, this, that, and the third. I don't know how you brag about wanting a bum back, but then it takes a bum to know a bum, right? So. And it's so crazy because I thought about this. It's people say Chrissy and whoever live and all of them, that they deserve better and this and that. But no, they really don't. Like, you deserve who you are and what you put out. That's it, and that's all. A 9-time baby mama with multiple baby daddies don't deserve a goddamn thing. I don't care what you say. I know it's a nice thing to say. I know it's a polite thing to say. I know it's a society, polite society, we say, you know, people deserve better. But you don't deserve a motherfucking thing, especially unless and until you got something to offer. And 9 kids by 7 different men ain't, I mean, that's, you don't have nothing to offer. I'm sorry. So anyway, so then it's so I guess basically Jazz and Liv, they decided they wanted to, summons the witch Stephanie, you know, hold a little seance or whatever you want to call it, and go on in and on about Chrissy. Now, um, and then Chrissy and Ming, They together, so they talking they shit, and so that's basically the sum of all most parts, I guess you could say. Um, so I don't know. I'll just start here. So somebody says, Ming, how can you call Chrissy a close friend? Well, we didn't see you guys together to celebrate Chrissy's birthday at all. You guys didn't have to do nothing big to show little love. This is how I know you guys are just female coworkers, friends for social media to see what you can gain off of each other. Oh yeah, Chrissy did have a birthday. Does Ming live in Texas too? I don't know. I don't know. I wonder what Chrissy planning to do for her oldest daughter birthday party. Could she have a real celebration? I think she's turning 14. Uh, and if he's still sleeping with Chrissy, he's more than nasty. Okay, so some of what was said in one of the lives, Chrissy and Ming said Chris didn't want the baby, and she called them crying. They told her he doesn't want the baby, and why would you want it? So of course the pregnancy test was all fake. So she mentioned how he would call her demeaning, I guess names they meant to say, to know where she is at and why she taking so long at the store. He punched holes in the walls and broke her tripod. Yeah, that's really crazy. But like most people said, Chris he did not say he wanted a baby with Jazz. Of course, in her mind, she thinks she act like they planned it, but she knows damn well that baby was not planned. Um, you know. So, I heard this, something about Chrissy's one of the kids is supposed to be biracial or some shit, and Douglas Jackson said, "Ghost of the white man that wanted a DNA test on one of her kids." Ooh, child. What a hot mess on these streets. In these streets, child. Rap is in the background of Chrissy's video. I believe Chrissy is lying about the last phone call to the police, waiting on the report. Let's see. Um. Uh oh. In two occasions, she wouldn't say how many baby daddies she had. She said multiple, many. So she's built like the damn Ghostbusters, for goodness sake. Um. Chrissy telling the world Kristen won legendary, yet she's the same one that told her subbies that the bum drove her to the abortion clinic when she got pregnant with Junebug. Oh, child, really? Let's not forget the abortion right before Onyx and let him leaving her to birth Blaze alone while he jacked off in the shower and didn't even bother to even meet Onyx, taking him to the bum was her doing because he clearly could care less. And so, you know what else I thought about? How somebody was saying how her Chrissy kids, is all like sort of kind of stair steps, basically. And if you think about it, like the oldest got a father, obviously, and then I think it's the twins maybe next, and they not that far apart. Like I don't think any of her kids are more than 2, maybe 3 years apart at the most. Just is the child. I mean, from one to the next. And then The last three allegedly supposed to be Demarcus, but the previous what six, they all got different dads. So at the bare minimum, it's seven baby dads. And honestly, I don't think all three of them, the last three is all the bums. Um, Chrissy was definitely pressed. Even said everybody around me is pregnant. I want a baby too. I heard twins with Quinn special needs, so I'm confused why she fixing her soup coolers to speak on somebody else's kid. What? Those twins are like the twins in The Shining. I'm surprised they know their names. He's talking about Chrissy twins? Clearly needs IEP resources, and one of the girls couldn't spell or tie shoes just last year. Oh, child. Damn, Chrissy, is Trey the baby daddy you moving back to Colorado for? Trey left her 4 kids ago. What in the hell? I think I mentioned a long time ago Chrissy was fucking Cash Dad during pickup and drop off visit. Chrissy likely said it doesn't mean it's true. Trey hates her. I need proof. Listen, I don't care what baby daddy she so called supposed to go back to. At this point, like, who wants that? Who really seriously wants that? And I'm not talking from a human standpoint as far as her value, but value in the sense of, bitch, don't nobody want 9 by 7. They just don't. Like I said, unless he coming, he need a place to stay and food to eat, bitch. I wish one of my male relatives came to any of my events. I was I was saying, nigga, if you ever come back here, and it ain't even nothing against the kids, cause I feed kids all day long. I love the kids. I love the kids. But I'm just saying, like, all at once and by one bitch, no. Mm-mm. If you don't take them kids somewhere, and don't you bring your ass back over here with 9 by 7 no more. Ooh, child. Um, damn, I want to get into some good stuff because Liv got a video out now where she might be acting a little human. So I wanted to get into that. Let's see. Um, child. Then they talking about, I don't know what they talking about, fighting and carrying on at 30 plus years old. If y'all don't sit y'all middle age heifers down somewhere, um, honestly, I thought the Irish lad was Blaze. That's Dee's baby. Honestly, we don't know that he never had a paternity test. We gotta remember them folks on Maury where the kid looked like the daddy or his family, and that joker still wasn't his. This is Chrissy we're talking about. Listen, anybody that's got a baby by Chrissy needs a DNA test. I'm telling you that right here and right now. Like, you need a DNA test. And to be honest, it should just be mandatory in general. I don't care if you, I mean, if you're married, that's a consideration, but fuck that. Listen, it is what it is. All I know is my best friend, her her father's side of the family got some strong ass genes, and when I tell you, my my best friend's son, all his kids look alike, like all his kids look alike, all different mothers, except, well, what, three baby mothers, right? And so apparently the last one, who I don't think I've ever seen, does not look like him. And when I tell you, I know this don't mean a hill of beans, but if the kid don't look like him, that's how strong they genes are. Like I told my best friend, bitch, you need to get a test because, and she know it too. She's like, I know, but he got the last two by their baby mother and they live together. I'm like, fuck that shit. I need to get a test because some people's genes is just strong as a motherfucker. And like, I look just like my mother, like spin image. She did it by herself. No, you know what I'm saying? But the crazy thing is, my biological father, my biological brother, look exactly the spitting image of my biological father. But the difference is, my biological father claimed me, regardless of who I look like. Now he long gone, dead and gone, but you couldn't tell nobody I wasn't his child. So, but as far as Chrissy kids, if I mean, shit, half of them probably ain't even paying child support because, I mean, shit, who knows if they work, whatever. I don't fucking know. But, okay, so let's get into it. This person said, damn, did she forget when she would leave Kaylin with the twins and Amaya in the house alone or locked in the room? Oh, they talking about Jazzy. Does IG pay for lies? Did anyone catch her saying before the bum left he picked up June, shook, and yelled at him? She kept saying, my son, my son. That's insane if a guy, father or not, did that to my child. So, oh, child, they talking about Chrissy had a cough for a year. Shit, Chrissy had a cough for a year. Jasmine sick every other damn month. All y'all have us better be careful. This is what we all mean when none of them are perfect mothers. They have all followed a lot of fucked up shit in their lives and documented online. And you know the other thing that really pissed me off? Cause like I try not to take this shit too seriously, but it is real people, real children involved. And bitch, if I was watching if you ever get the chance watch interrogation on YouTube, it's a channel. And so this guy, he happened to be black, this man, he killed one of his girlfriend's kids or whatever. And it's just like, man, y'all bitches really don't know who the fuck y'all be dealing with. And I mean, I thought about the mommies, like, you know, they just, they're just so lackadaisical when it comes to dealing with men. Um, and then by Chrissy having so many, it's like, how can you really be in tune with each and every one of them when you trying to? Because first of all, you have to nurture a relationship. You have to, you know, it's almost like having another baby, a relationship. You have to nurture it. You have to water it, watch it grow. You know, feed it, all of that shit. In the meantime, when your kid over here, God knows what the 14-year-old over there doing for real, because Chrissy is all caught up in this mess, starting this bullshit, um, and carrying on. And that 14-year-old, I wouldn't be real surprised if she ain't already had a trip to the motherfucking clinic. You understand? I'm just saying because, and the thing about me as a younger mom to a teenager, shit, I was strict, and they used to hate to like for me to chaperone shit or you know have any input because I'm like, no, you can't, no, 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 because I know what it is. I know what it's like out there. You know what I'm saying? And I try to be as protective as I could over my child. Not that you know what I'm saying. Not that you can um be aware of everything, but it's just too many kids. I couldn't even imagine having all those kids and having teenagers because they already try to do slick shit. And there's been a couple times where I had to get in my daughter ass over some shit. Like, yo, what is you doing? And I mean, listen, nine of them, nine. I mean, as they age and whatever, and then she got the little ones, and this ain't gonna be the last time she have a man, girl. Good luck. That's all I can say. I feel for you, Christy. I feel for you because I think the oldest three are all the oldest, and then the twins are girls. So, child, listen. Um, all right, let's get this going, y'all. Cause I might have to just go over and read Liz too. Other revelations: she always gets the best homes. She and Ming only gets the best for their kids. She helped convince Jazz to get a house. When someone mentioned that Steph is going to get the boys' DNA, she said the kids will never be with her and never know her address. Why are the kids gonna spend time with their daddy if they can't be around the lady? 2 days ago, the bum agreed and told her that Steffi is messy. Makes sense now. Why all the comments? She could have responded, and they're his kids. I have nothing to hide. Hence why she wouldn't mention the actual BD number. Just said multiple. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. Another slip up. When and if I move. Also, there will be nothing on her record in 30 to 60 days. Ask the bum how I managed to do it. What does that mean? So when she said that when somebody said that Stephanie was gonna get a DNA test for the boy, instead of Chrissy saying, "So what? I ain't got nothing to hide," she said, "Stephanie ain't gonna ever be around her kids." I mean, I don't know. I guess I probably would have said the latter too. But you know, I would know who my kids' fathers are. So I don't know, cause she really hates Steffi. So, but then again, it's like, well, child, I don't even know why I'm trying to even compare, child. Ain't nothing to compare. Christy says she fucked a stripper with a condom. That's a lie and hard to believe. She said she couldn't say no to his offer. Now listen, what you do behind closed doors is your business. But since Christy want to put it out there, bitch, because she feel like I don't know if she was drinking or what, child, but she think because people can have access to personal information like landlord, tenant, uh, leases and shit. Bitch, don't nobody. I mean, at the end of the day, the shit was a rumor. I mean, most people gonna believe it just because of your history, but still, child, why even bring that up? But here we are. She brought it up, and it is what it is. So now people can really, talk shit, which they gonna do anyway. And she gonna continue to say she don't care, and then make 30-minute videos about how much she don't care. This is so stupid. You can tell all these hoes read the thread. I'm upset and disappointed. These hoes are useless. Um. Oh God. Why would Steffi talk to Jazz? Didn't Jazz threaten to fight Steffi and her people when she was cool with Christy? They are so ridiculous. Steffi needs to chill since the tables are turned. Now she wants to form alliances and get a leg up on Pissy. She's starting to look stupid engaging in this mess. You accepted his baggage when you got with him, so you need to know how to play your cards. I mean, it looked like Christy, the one drugged the rug from up under the table. So, I mean, I wouldn't be engaging in this mess, but they are ratchet and child. Steffi got missing teeth since the last time we talked to her. Um, Christy need to do a live with Medusa. For what? Medusa ain't really have shit to say. I think Medusa, I mean, the door was open and closed on Medusa in like 2 minutes. She had her little 5 minutes and that was it. The beef between Steffi and Chrissy is very real. I am here. I just want to know why this big funky over her mouth and all the eyes are against her. They talk about live. Don't have your kids. Live with your mom. Kyrie possessed, and the list goes on. I need to get over to Liv's life and see what the hell is going on over there, child. Because this stuff is boring. Um, Liv said. Wait a minute. Liz said Chrissy gets evicted before she. Listen, I'm telling you, the kids don't even need to take their clothes off. It's not funny, but it's just sad. Like, who lives like that? Because even Steffi was saying how she had to move around, with her mother when she was a kid. And how it sucks, you know. Um, and I mean, listen, who commit fraud? She will always get the best homes. She and Ming only get the best for their kids. She helped convince Jazz to get a house when someone mentioned that Steph is going. Oh, I read that already. She is getting CPNs or using the kid's social security number. What, to rent the houses? Her dirty broke ass filed an abatement claiming to be a DV victim. That's the only reason it won't be on her record, not because she isn't a bum. Child, it was just the irony for me. Like, all y'all hoes is good for laying on y'all backs and popping out children. That's all y'all been doing this whole time. Y'all been on this internet. Let me see if I can get Liv's life page. Well, no, let me see. Let's let's get closer to the end, child. Um. Okay. She wants to know how people got pick of the pod. See, why would you confirm or deny the pod did have address you worked for? She stays trying to scare someone with legal action. Chrissy children remind me of flowers in the attic. Chrissy is mad that we figured out that she keeps her kids off camera because they're always dusty, sticky, dirty, mad, and noses running. Chrissy put some of that energy for getting dialed up into your children. She gets evicted out of every community, but now she is going gated. The girl can't keep up with her lies. All right, I'm bored with this next channel. Let's see what's going on with Liv's life. Because I ain't watching that video she just put out. Somebody said she's trying to act human. Let's see if anybody watched it. Okay. Excuse me. All right, y'all. Hang on in there with me, y'all. Hang on in. I don't know why I be taking so many times. Oh, here we go. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you. Now just, I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you. I'm living my best life. Okay. They said, let me see. Let me try one more page before. Excuse me. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, y'all. I'm trying to take a nap. So apparently somebody must have confirmed that Stella is scared to live. She does whatever Olivia says, even though I know Stella can't provide for a child. I still wish she go for paternity, blah, 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 blah. Liv is pretty spooky. I bet Stella's woken up a few times to see her staring at her on the couch. What? I think it's a combination of both. She didn't have a full hand in raising her, and she's scared of her. You know how them mixed kids be with their white mamas? Shit. My sister had her mother shook, and she had my mother. So my sister biracial, right? And she had her mother scared one time, and her mother hated my father, like hated him, would never talk to him, hated his guts, right? So one day something happened, and I tell you one thing, I bet her mother called my daddy then and said, "Come get your daughter." And my daddy came. My daddy went and got her ass and tore her ass up. um, let's see here. Wait, I gotta get to today. I'm living my best life. Group of 4 girls on a wild ass trip, but let me tell you about the wild ish. When you find yourself surrounded by fakeness. Ooh, child. I actually like that little pink outfit. I want one. Um, so apparently the Phantom says, "Are y'all watching the Wells life, making excuses for why she quit school already? She didn't even start. She barely started. Are you kidding me? All of a sudden she has a. Are you freaking kids? Is that what that live was about? Really? See, that's why. Yo, it takes Fran and them who've been watching this monster for years to know exactly what the fuck she's going to do. I am in disbelief at how accurate Fran and them be. Like, are you serious? All of a sudden, she has an undiagnosed learning disability that she thinks is dyslexia. Bitch, you knew you had a learning disability a long time ago. Instead of taking your ass to go get some real GED classes at night, you know what I'm saying? While you got a husband that was willing to come home after long days of motherfucking work and take care of the kids. Or you could have been doing it during the days and taking your time and maybe paying somebody a few dollars to come over and help you. Shit, you could have paid a high schooler and say, "Come over here and help me with this goddamn algebra." I hate that shit. I'm doing that shit with my son now. says, I can't stand to listen to much more of her nonsense, but this is hilarious. Everyone knew she wasn't going to last. Oh my God. I gotta go make me a cheeseburger. I need some cheese slices. Maybe she isn't quitting. I can't stand the fake preaching and nonsense she is spouting with her hooligans, talking about how brave and transparent she is. Liz said her family doesn't believe in excuses. Well, people are always lying on her, and she mentions having her GED several times. Someone mentions therapy, and she, of course, ain't trying to hear that, but she wants to not be the Joan of Arc of special ed. Start with saving Jazz delay. That's first, you wacko. Liv already said she hasn't been officially tested, but the longer the live goes, the more she's speaking like it's a certain thing and not something she made up. And, so listen, at the end of the day, like I said, I hate algebra, I hate math, right? But if I ain't been taking my time to, you know, work with my son, and I know like the concepts, but I just hated trying to figure this shit out, you know? So now that I'm kind of like forced to do it because I want my son to level up and everything, um, I have to you have to have the patience as well and the fortitude and the aptitude to be willing to sit down and do the fucking work. We sit there, we watch YouTube video. If it's something that I just can't explain, and then I'll be like, oh shit, I got it now. You know what I'm saying? So I'll break it down even further for him in my terms or whatever. And then I make him explain it to me as well. Like I got this shit, like we go to the library. It's a library over there by the tops, where the shooting happened. The Jefferson Library. If you know anything about Buffalo, New York, I take the time, I go over there and I don't know, I'm drawn to that library for some reason. Um, because um it's like 20 minutes from my house. So we'll go down there and you know, sit for 2 hours at a time and really get into that math. And I don't like it, you know, but I do it for my son, and it is rewarding once you realize, okay, it makes sense now, you know, because for years I'm just like I got through it because I went to summer school, particularly in high school. I went to summer school every year because I just was not trying to do that math. And I'm the type of person that I'll put the shit off and then do it at the end. You know what I'm saying? So I went to school, summer school every year. I didn't care, right? And that's how, I passed. And I have a high school diploma. Um, so And actually, technically, I finished early, not because I'm smart, but just because I had to go to a alternative school because I was pregnant. Anyway, I can't stand the fake preaching. Liz said her family doesn't believe in excuse. Start with saving Jazz delayed ass first, you wacko. Liv already said she hasn't been officially tested. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, really, Liv? It wasn't even 20 days since she made the announcement, right? How the bitch had dyslexia? Can't even say dyslexia. How the bitch had dyslexia but can read the comments? How does one get dyslexia when it's convenient? This hoe would have been better got saying she had congestive heart failure. What? People with dyslexia go to school, university, vocational schools. Remember that episode? Anybody older than 35 watched the Cosby Show, and Theo had dyslexia, which come to find out, I guess uh Bill Cosby's brother or somebody had it in real life. That's why they wrote it into the episode. But anyway, people with dyslexia go to school, university, vocational schools. Exactly, they do all kinds of shit. It's just you have to. And I don't know anything about dyslexia, but from from the little tiny bit of knowledge, I think it's like you just have to retrain your brain to, you know, read a certain way. Um, However, it's definitely possible. Been there and once disclosed, education providers and employers have a legal obligation to put accommodations in place to support. Child, this stuff ain't got no damn. We also know this bitch is lying. She was struggling reading comments. Also, how is it undiagnosed? How does she have it if it hasn't been diagnosed? Just like the baby has Down syndrome, her fat lying ass. Talk about there is so much serious stuff going on behind the scenes, but I can't. She say that all the time. And yeah, now she's saying she's quit school not only because of the bullying, but because of the disability. Girl, you've been on here 10 years, and this is the first time I ever heard about it, any disability. Now she's saying she dropped out at 17. And I'm sorry if she says her problem is she can't study easy because of the disability, then there is absolutely no way she passed, got her GED. Exactly. Exactly. Because if she was struggling with that GED, she would have recorded that. She would have recorded that. You know, the way she recorded the graduate. Did she ever record herself studying? Cause I haven't watched. I didn't watch the old. I think I only been watching for like 2 years. So, and I went back and watched a few old videos, but nothing like that. So I don't know. She read them comments like it ain't shit. She is trying any and everything right now to gain. Yeah, this sound like some bullshit. Not necessarily all people with dyslexia struggle really. Um, so that's what July was about. I came over here for that. I know Gerard is like, thank God he got and his kids away from that ignorant cum bucket. Um, so basically, school was a money grab. Is she too dumb to understand she has to pay the loan back? Y'all know what Tuna is such a damn liar. She was. What if she was never enrolled? Remember, at first it was college, and then it became beauty school. Child, I won't believe none of this dingbat say. Oh, is this a storm video?
that was asking her, they were having a conversation
What
to on your
the
face.
hell?
All of a sudden, she had got
Oh,
some
that's
kind of amnesia, and it was really, really disturbing.
that was what's his name? Jim Carrey, stupid stuff. What is that?
Time he didn't cough, he didn't sneeze, he didn't coo, he didn't even move a leg. Oh, it's probably because it was the reborn.
Oh, child, let me find out she about the reborn baby. That is so. Listen, at the end of the day, I guess you got to do what you got to do for a view, child. Especially if you ain't got your kids or your husband. Shit, what you gonna do? Again, that could be the case for some people for dyslexia, but not all. Then they still sitting up here talking about a trip that was 2 years ago when these bitches don't get out the house and go nowhere. That's the only reason why they still talking about it because that's the only thing they ever really did that was, you know what I'm saying, that was some sort of something worth talking about. As far as getting out and being with the girls, shit. Bitch, I done been on 2 cruises. Atlanta. I went to Atlanta last year. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't been doing a lot of traveling in the last couple years, but Atlanta, Philly, Ohio, Miami, Florida. I stayed in Florida off and on because my family down there on my dad's side. South Carolina, Michigan. I mean, girl, y'all bitches don't go nowhere. Where do y'all go? Like, and I mean, I'm talking about vacation, not somewhere where you going because you gotta get up and relocate. Oh, I've been to Vegas. Um, I think that's most of it. I think I got it all. Thank you. I totally understand, but we know something. So that's basically what she had to say. All right, I gotta wait for somebody else to review her video because I'm not watching it. Um, let's see if we go back. All right, let's try Strong Mommy Chrissy one more time and I'm gonna wrap it up. Strong Mommy Chrissy. It's just a shame that um your life has really become um a parody basically. Um you don't have a life outside of the YouTube, and then um little you do have going on. I mean, it's not real. I mean, you have no consistency or no um what's the word I'm looking for? Nobody can take you seriously about anything. And you really only doing this to your subscribers. Like you really, I mean, it's like she make videos for her fucking for the reactors. She don't make videos for her supporters. So for her to come on here and tell all these lies, that's fucked up. Because your supporters are the ones that support you. Not us. We just reacting and making fun of your ass. Yes, to my cousin a text. I ain't talked to her in a minute. When the last time I talked to her? Sorry, y'all. Hold on one second. Oh, July 31st. I'm like, when the last time I talked to her? It ain't been no month, have it? July 31st. Child, time be flying. My sister's birthday, my niece's birthday coming up. Let's see. I'm gonna just read a little bit more, and hopefully, maybe y'all can listen to this while y'all at work or something. Let me see. And then Jazz, you know what I'm saying? She don't have nothing going. What does she got going on? She got a house full of kids, a baby daddy. They don't do shit. They don't go nowhere. She go back and forth to HGB or HEB, and that's it. Like, oh, I did want to get into I did have a little bit to say about Philip and talking about Aiden. Why is that is why Demarcus should sue Chrissy for having people believe that he is the dad to all of her kids. Was just he, please you actually have to take care of them. All Ash is saying, she is the worst I've seen with the number of kids. She drives from place to place. I know chicks who have a ton of kids, but they stay in the same spot until it's falling down and they drive vans that fit all of their kids. Not brand new, but they're realistic in that sense. Honestly, I don't know anybody that had more than 5 kids. Now, I had a friend who she had five, and we kind of like I fell back from her um for a few reasons. But I mean, at the end of the day, bitch couldn't keep up. Shit. And it ain't nothing against people with a lot of kids, but when it's time to get up and go, I ain't got time to be waiting for you to load car seats up and fucking shit. My transportation ain't big enough for you and all your brood, because I only got one damn kid. To your five, bitch. And even though her son was a teenager, so I don't know. People with a lot of kids, they need to hang out with people with a lot of kids. That's all I gotta say. Cause I just don't have time. Cause when I want to go somewhere and do some shit, and you talking about, oh, God, I can't find a babysitter. Like, bitch, I just want to go out and get a couple drinks. We can't go down the street and get some drinks. Cause you gotta find a babysitter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we could still be friends, but ain't gonna be a lot going on. Cause if I want to decide I want to go to a concert or something, something grown ups do, bitch. Either you ain't got the money because you got so many kids, you ain't got a babysitter, you ain't got this, you ain't got that. No, I don't have time for it. Enjoy your kids and live your best life, child. But and shout out to all the big families. How you doing? I wasn't referring to people who uproot their children constantly. I'm referring to folks who dog people's houses out. She ended up turning her fat ass hand around and showing off a gaudy press on nails set. Child, what y'all talking? What y'all talking about?
Kitana wins. Flawless victory.
What? I don't want to get on Instagram. I hate Instagram. I ain't on social media except for YouTube. Those nails are pretty, but I just think it's unfortunate because I feel like Chrissy has an eye for at least a little bit of decoration. You know what I mean? Because I'm not no, you know, I'm not the best to and when it comes to decorations and shit. Um, but it seemed like she got a good eye for decorating and stuff, or girly stuff, nails and this and that. Oh, cause matter of fact, yeah, she was doing the makeup thing. She was like a Mac person or something at one point, and I feel like she had the talent and she could have pursued something, way more than just getting evicted every 6 months. Like, really, what kind of life is that to live? You can't possibly be proud of yourself. If you can honestly say, I am proud of me, I am proud to be me. I'm proud of where I come from, how far I've gone, come, whatever. Like, if you can't, I mean, can you really say that? And maybe she can. But I think your children speak for how well you did, in life. Um, you know what I'm saying? Because I look at my daughter and, you know, I mean, I say single mom, but I had help. My mom, my parents helped me uh take care of her and stuff. But you know, and she's just an average working young lady, single, no kids, have her own car and stuff, work 2 jobs and everything. So, you know, um, it's just Just one of them things. Where I mean, she didn't have a father, a consistent father. I'll just say that because they cool as hell now. Like they two peas in a pod, which is beautiful. I love it. Um, but you know, have not having a father, it affects your children differently. So she could think that she being everything to to her kids, but the fact that she is not with nan one of their fathers. But anyway, I ain't going down that rabbit hole. Um, Dane Chrissy has a new fella. Let me guess, the fella is from POF. I wouldn't be surprised if she tried to get a star daddy using his credit card. You know you're unattractive when your wrist is not even cute. Her wrist looks like a ham hock. Oh, child. Listen, Ray Charles would have passed her stubby ass. Y'all is a stupid. Y'all are so. Whoever said that is a fool. And it's so funny because after I saw that in that movie, like it's a YouTuber named Sansa Ray. She got these real fat wrists. And I be checking my own wrist. I was check after that movie. I be checking my own wrist. I was always pretty slim. So I just thought it was so fun. Like after, anytime I see fat wrists, that's definitely what you think of. Is Ray Charles in that movie? Oh, that is so funny. I'm not trying to be the third police, but let's cut out the HIV talk. Very inflammatory and defamatory. Chrissy probably could get people banned from the site if she wanted to raise a fuss about it. Um, I don't care about that stuff. I think I mentioned a long time ago Chrissy was messing with Cash Dad during pickup and drop off. I understand, but I saw a couple of fonts speculating her status in professional bay. We know the risk, and she definitely fits the high risk category of prep. But I remember old LSA when someone sued font. Given very much, you know you're unattractive when your wrist. Oh, given very much, big mama, nobody's cutting off my leg, and that's that. Oh my god, y'all is crazy. Y'all are crazy. Kind of makes me wonder if they're all in one circus show for the quick views and desperately needed funds. It's almost as if they come together off camera on a conference call, plotting, playing out that shit impromptu, rehearse it, shake virtual hands on it, and then proceed to put that embarrassing mess on social media. But who in the heck in their 30s in their right mind does this or has the energy? Still pulling down panties or sliding them to the left as they swipe right and kikiing about not loving their souls. Effing trains coming and going and they standing in line with tickets. Watching strong Mommy Chrissy Kiki about what she allows to happen to her children. An ill mother, Marissa's timeline breakdown. Shout out to Marissa Star One. Check out her channel. Yeah, she is a Chrissy. I don't know what you call it. I don't want to say connoisseur, but she is a Chrissy whisperer. um. Oh, so yeah, the whole thing about her kicking the kids getting kicked out. They had 30 minutes. Man, I remember the last time I was pissed off at Chrissy, and I got real mad. I had to get off. I was so mad. I said, "Fuck this bitch! I can't see her ass." About, I think it was about having random niggas coming around the kids and stuff. But yeah, having the child getting kicked out in 30 minutes and then you have the nerve not to my sinus is acting had a nerve to stay another day and she had to shuffle all them kids to an Airbnb, I guess. I don't fucking know. All I know is one thing. I need to talk to her mother because her mother need her ass whooped. Fuck Chrissy. I want to see the mama. I'm like the I'm like the kid who come over to try to fight your other kid. I say I want to see your mama. Where your mama? Cause that was some bullshit. My mother, yo, when I tell you, people say, I don't know. I read a quote that said, you're never too old to want your mommy, right? Your mother. So, and I mean, hell, when my grandmother died, she was calling out to who? Her mama and her daddy, right? And most people do when they pass away, especially the elderly. Like if you get a chance to, because I'm a nurse, I specialize in elderly care for most of my career, so I watched these people pass away and call out to their loved ones, right? And so I said that to say because I mean, throughout the years, even as an adult, my mother has had to check me about certain things, and I had somebody who was adamant, like you shouldn't be telling, and it was a stranger, somebody I really shouldn't have been listening to anyway. But I was just hearing him out. I didn't really care, but I let him talk. Like when I tell my daughter certain shit, and this person was like, again, a stranger. Well, she grown now. You don't have no business telling her nothing. Da 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 da. Da. And I don't. That's not true. That's not true. And it ain't gonna never be true as long as I'm living. Cause I'm gonna say what I gotta say. That's just it, and that's all. You ain't gotta do what I say, but I'm gonna say what I got to say. And the same thing happened to me. And 9 times out of 10, you find out that your parents knew what the hell they were talking about. You know. So it's like the saying goes, a higher head make us all behind. But for whatever reason, Chrissy's mother, they said she was an old woman when she had Chrissy. You know, like my cousin. Her mother was like 42 when she had her. So now my cousin is a hot mess. Her mother is just a hot mess. That's a whole other story. But because a lot of times these older parents, they be worse than the young parents because they tired now. They let them get away with shit. They just don't care at a certain age. They just be like, I mean, not care in the sense that, you know what I mean? But they just be older, so they let a lot of shit slide. And apparently, that's the kind of upbringing Chrissy must have had. And she ain't had no father, too much of a father either. So, no child. Anywho, this should have showed everyone how severely unstable these three women are. Every single one of them have bigger fish to fry. It's some made up bullshit internet beef. I don't care what anyone says. Jazz and Olivia are fucking pathetic. You know what? I'm almost at an hour. I'm probably past an hour now. So yeah, hour and 4 minutes, y'all. I think I have said enough. So tell me what y'all think in the comments below, and let's chat it up. Let's talk about it. All right, let's talk about it. Um, Wait a minute now. What about the threesome? Chrissy, What? Chrissy threatens to tell his wife about it, man. He left her ass. Chrissy picked loser after loser. In a recent vlog, she said Mr. Professional had his own situation going on. She never referenced the other woman as his wife. Funny she doesn't acknowledge the word term wife, but wants another certain BM on in YouTube to acknowledge her as wife. I don't generally listen to the TMR lady last night. However, her reaction kept me awake in between my steady breaks. She told the truth. Um, yeah, shout out to TMR. Go check her out. I heard her say she can say no to a stripper. So I hope that stripper work kind of for his sake. Shit. All right, let's listen to this real quick.
It's funny though, cause we a lot alike. Cause to a certain extent, I ain't gonna let a nigga. I'm not gonna be so frustrated and upset with my kids where I'm gonna let a nigga do whatever he wants. But I understand because there was a point in my life where I was tired. You have to understand, as single mothers, we're tired. And men prey on that shit. Men really do. Not all men. Some men. Some men know when a bitch is tired. You know what I'm saying? They see a single mother and they're like, bitch, I know you tired. I know you feel like you need help. You want a nigga in the home. I need a place to live. I'm gonna go for you. Of all the bitches in the world, I'm going for you. Then you feel special. You feel me? You ain't special. You convenient. You easy. You're naive. You're weak. And I'm not saying that we as single mothers mean to be like that, but we are easy targets. And let's just get that out there. We are. If you're not all the way there upstairs, you're not going to see that. And I wasn't always. I wasn't always there all the way upstairs. I let plenty of niggas take advantage of me. And a good thing, because they knew I'm always going to keep a roof over my head because I got kids. I got to keep a roof over their head. Had plenty of niggas who knew what it was, knew I was going to keep money going in, flowing in because I got kids here.
Ooh, child. Wait a cotton picking minute here.
You feel me? Niggas see the opportunity and they will use you to get up on their own feet and either, I mean, you might find something that might stay with you. You might find something that might leave you for the next bitch because you're not really what he wanted.
My thing is, and I don't mean to go over. I know anybody gonna probably listen to this shit. But my thing is, I don't know how you ever, as a woman, ever feel comfortable with any man you dealing with. You know, like for example, the bum had 4 kids prior to moving in with you. How you ever feel okay without them kids not coming over at least every weekend? Because you got a nigga in the house with you and your kids, none of them kids got the same daddy. And then here this new nigga in the picture being a father figure. How often did the bum's kids come over, Chrissy? That's the question. But you deserve to be a target because you're a weak-minded bitch. Because anybody that have 9 kids by multiples of men, you're trash. Period. So don't act like you won't fall into the cycle again, miss. Because trust and believe, again, like I said, there is no man who will sign up, no real stand up guy who will sign up for this. Okay? And if just by some random, now, and more than, I'll say this, and more than likely, he will have children. And unless You know, the only way if I was her would allow that nigga to be a part of my life in the future is that he had a consistent relationship with his other children. And then we could all be a Brady Bunch. And matter of fact, you my man, I'm in love with you, your kids moving with us, and the mama get visitation. Because I just don't feel right knowing that a man is here with me and my kids, and you not seeing your kids on a regular, consistent basis. But we ain't gonna talk about that, Chrissy, are we? We ain't gonna talk about that bitch. Because I didn't know the bum had 4 kids.
In the first place, and he told you in front of national YouTube that you weren't even his type. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Because I called her like, ring, ring, bitch. Why the fuck did he get on national YouTube and tell everybody you weren't even his type? Bitch, what the fuck? Keep that nigga off the camera. Keep him off the camera. Sit his ass down. He's on the bench. Bitch, why the fuck? He out here embarrassing my best friend, bitch. What the fuck? He embarrassing you, bitch. He goddamn did 2 skips and a hop and a jump and a run and a lake from embarrassing me, bitch. The fuck? Talking about some, I really like this type of bitch. Huh? If you don't like me, nigga, at least do me the service of pretending. Like, at least pretend. At least lie. Like, the fuck? That nigga was straight up like, she not even my real type of, like, I don't really like this type of bitch. Yeah, she heard my mouth about that. She heard my mouth about that shit. Why? She like, I don't know why he said that. I'm like, that nigga would have cut. Ha. That motherfucking phone, computer, whatever I was watching back, nigga, I would have clink, clink across his head. Because, bitch, no, you not about to embarrass me. I fight niggas. See, that's
Now see, there she go. Miss domestic violence victim. Y'all wanna sit up here and call her domestic violence victim, and she clearly says she fights niggas, which means it's mutual combat. She is not nobody's victim. Be very clear. She is not a victim. She may get her ass kicked. A nigga might fuck her up, but she's not a victim. She put her hands on a nigga, snatch a nigga phone out of his hand. You deserve to get smacked upside your motherfucking head. And I don't care who you are. It is what it is. When I was a fucking kid in 6th grade, I smacked a boy and got smacked the fuck back. And that's just what it is.
my problem. That's why I'm single, because I don't got time for that. No, you're not going to embarrass me. Not at this stage in my life. You won't embarrass me.
Girl, you was embarrassed the day that they found out that the nigga already had them all that past crime history, all them damn mug shots. Girl, shut
No.
up.
If I feel embarrassed, you're gone. The fuck? Like you had one job, nigga. And pretend you like me. You failed. The fuck? You failed. One thing about you is niggas be in love with your ass. Oh, love. We'll get into that another line. Men play in there.
In love, but they don't stay. In love, but they don't wife you up. Or if you, the one time you did get wiped up, you bought the damn ring, bitch. And it ain't like you had any kind of, oh, I mean, what I don't care about weddings. I ain't never been the one that, wants to walk down the aisle. But, bitch, the rumor is you bought your own ring. If you ain't said it out your own mouth, from what I heard.
In her face all that long. It's embarrassing. She said a nigga went upside your head. A nigga ain't never hit me. Show the fucking put the motherfucking put this text message, put the voice records up. Me and this bitch used to talk every day. A nigga ain't never hit me. Ain't never hit me. I used to fight Kaya's dad. I used to fight that nigga all the time. All the time I used to fight him. Ron? I never fought that nigga. That nigga would not put his hands on me like, like, oh, he went upside. No, hell, the fuck no. No, nah. She's trying to save face. It's cute though. Olivia named her. I don't know nothing about that. She said you had a threesome with Mr. Professional in Vegas. Um, actually, Mr. Professional, you guys, we can get on him another live, but no, I don't know who named him that. I didn't name him that, but no, we did not have a threesome. But did she think this is embarrassing? This is funny. This is girl talk. Let's talk. Let's talk as girls. I'm gonna tell y'all the tea. Cause the bitch thinks she has tea. She ain't got no motherfucking tea. I'll tell you myself. Bitch, are you ready? Are you calling my bluff? Are you pulling my bluff card? Cause bitch, I don't have one. Let's go, bitch. Let's run it up. I got all night. I got all night. My kid's good. I got all night, bitch. Let's go. So, Mr. Professional is an interesting story because he came along at a time where I was like, I wanted to date, but I was kind of like, because I was still kind of hurting, Anywho, fast forward, we've been fucking around for a few months, dating, shit like that. A nigga who actually put money in my pockets. I don't think she know what that feel like. Maybe that's why she mad. A nigga who actually had a job and put money in my motherfucking pockets. And we weren't even like main boyfriend and girlfriend or nothing like that. We were just fucking around. He had his own shit going on. That's cool with me. I don't give a fuck. Oh my God, he wanted a threesome so bad. I'm like, nigga, I done already done that, been there, done that, all that shit. I'm good on the threesome. So we went and he wanted to do a little like a little staycation, right? A little weekend, go get a hotel room, whatever. I got my kids. He had his shit going on at the house. I was like, all right, let's go get our own little room or whatever. We go get our own little room, and a little bit later, he's like, I forget, I can't remember right now, but I think he said somebody was coming over or something like that. And I was like, coming over? This is whatever. So anyway, long story short, he invited a girl over, and the girl was like, I don't know, it was weird because he didn't do it right. Like, if you're gonna have a threesome, I gotta agree to that shit. I didn't agree to that shit. So he was like, he wanted a threesome, so he kind of like tried to set it up and put us both in the same place at the same time and just assumed we was gonna like just want to like fuck each other. That's not how it works. Nigga was dumb. Like, that's not how it works. Like, females are way more picky than men. Men might get in a situation like, all right, there's pussy there, I'm gonna fuck it. Women are like, I don't know this bitch. Who is this bitch? Why is she in my space right now? Like, I don't know. I may want to fight you. I don't know. Like, who are you? So that was really what it was. And so yeah, being my best friend at the time, I called her up because he was talking to her. It was weird, kind of mad weird. Like when
Okay, now I did want to finish it. I wanted to hear that. I wanted to finish hearing that, but I ain't about to. I might try to find it later. If going to Houston was so exciting to get them to swap for nothing in return, all of our ears should be thankful they didn't go to a girls' trip at Mardi Gras. Wait, what? Didn't do a girls' trip to Mardi Gras with beads at stake. Right. Just imagine if they really was like traveling, doing real shit. I wonder if it was reinstated. I think she lost her voucher years ago. She need to apply for a voucher all across America, bitch, and just see how long it takes. Um, I'm pretty sure that threesome consists of her and two men. She's very male identified pick me who hates women, even though she herself is one.